Alright guys, welcome back to another video. It's your man Jay Will. So I got my battery case in about 3 days ago, and instead of doing an unboxing, I decided to go ahead and just do a review because there's nothing in this box but just this case, a warranty card, and some instructions to let you know how to use the case. Now just looking at the box here, it lets you know that you get data sync through, so basically you don't have to take the case off in order to do things. It shows you on the back here some things about the case and just how to put it on and things like that. So I had the zero limit case, and the zero limit case is the opposite of this. Totally different design. It still has the big chin at the bottom, and as you can see, this one is from the newer designs that have come out in 2017, to where you don't have to have that big long chin. Also, this has a rubber top on it, so putting it on and off is very easy. Now this is a 3600 milliamp hour case, and it actually comes in a 6000 as well. So I'll have a link to this in the description, but again, using this, putting it on is super easy. The vibrate mute switch is open. Camera is kind of recessed. I'll show you in a second. Power button is covered, obviously, and volume rockers are covered. And then on the bottom here, it uses a lightning cable, so that's a huge plus. And you've got the speaker grills open here, and it looks thick along the bottom, obviously, because you got to have the battery in there. You hold down this button right here, and it'll let you know that I got full power because I recharged it. Charged it once over the 3 days that I used it. Just putting it on the phone is super easy, and it just snaps on. Now you'll notice here that the vibrate switch and is nicely recessed. Doesn't take a lot to get to it. It is kind of in there a little bit, but you can still get to it. And then the camera gets a little bit more protection for lay on the table for like this. So that's a plus. And then it also has a little bit of protection, a recess in there. And on the bottom here, you can see ports line up good. And there's the power button. So if I hit that power button, you hear it turns on, and then it's charging. So that's a huge plus. So it's powered off, and then it goes off, and then powered on. You can see it powers on. Now the case itself is a soft touch matte, like most of these cases are. Now one thing I like about this case here is that it's an actual full protection case, a rubber case. And just the case portion is what I'm talking about at this point. It's a good feel in hand. It's not too thick. It will kind of almost, it's a slim battery case, so it's not gonna, it just puts a little bump right here. It doesn't fully double it all the way across to the top, but it will give you something to hold on to. It makes it feel like something. So that's something to keep in mind. Now, also this case right here, now talking about what it's for, it's a battery case. So you want it to have long battery life. So over the weekend, I charged this one time, and I just used it. I wanted to see how long it could last, and it basically died Sunday night. So I started using it, I think Thursday, I believe, and then it lasted until Sunday night. Now, disclaimer, it can charge your phone probably one full time, and then you can probably get another just under half a charge out of it, or right at around a half a charge. So you should be able to make it, and the reason I say you should be able to make it through a weekend, if I can make it, because this phone already has really good battery in my usage. The iPhone 10 has really good battery usage for me, and I'm a pretty heavy user. So keep that in mind. But this 3600 milliamp hour battery in here definitely took me through the weekend. It died Sunday night around, well, it didn't even really die. It got down to like one light, and I said, well, I guess I'll charge it up. So I didn't run it fully all the way down, but it did last until Sunday evening. So that was pretty good. I was pretty impressed with that. But nonetheless, it's a nice size. It's not too heavy, and it feels good. You do get drop protection, and I have a tempered glass on mine, so that'll help. I'll suggest you do that because there's no lay on the table design at all. So when I lay this down, it's actually laying on my screen. So that's a huge negative. But I mean, most battery cases don't offer too much protection, but the fact that this one does offer some protection is cool. Speakers and everything sound good still. It's a good speaker, and I've also used it for charging. Like I plug it into my car and then plug it in. Now, granted, that does start to charge, and but I'm not in the car traveling very long. I didn't take too many long trips this weekend, so It'll charge it up a little bit, but the pass-through was good. I didn't have any problems with it syncing with my car. Everything was good. So I'll put a link to this in the description. This is the replacement that I decided to go with instead of my Zero Limit. Once again, I just didn't want the Zero Limit again. Nothing against Zero Limit. They have great cases, but the design of the Zero Limit case, I didn't like it. I like this kind with the newer 2017 going forward, no chin. And I think this is the way all the battery cases should look. So it's your man Jay Will. I'll see you guys in the next video. The new battery case. Maybe I'll get some more of these, and maybe I'll get the 6000 in and tell you how that one does over a weekend. Take care.